Hey, what's up, YouTube people, followers, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it's been about 3 or 4 months since I last recorded myself. The latest video was just put up just a few days ago, and that's from months ago with I think the black A86 and the Starlet with the firewall halfway, or not even halfway, maybe 10% done. But here we are in the new year. It's almost 9 o'clock Tuesday. That's a new clock I got for Christmas from my sister. Pretty dope. Yeah, so I got this Celica here that I started in 2018, 2019. I got about 75% done back then, a few years ago. So it came to me basically with the motor just sitting in the car, no transmission, no nothing, no brakes, just a roller, no steering, zero. It switched hands a few times. It was at a shop somewhere and they started it and they didn't finish it. They made the cross member, they got the rear end halfway in there, and then that's it. Then it came to me. And we're going to go over what I did years ago. So you're going to have to bear with me. I forgot, exactly what I did. But anyway, so here we go. I think this car at one time had a S2000 motor in it. If you look back here, there's a little indentation. But now it's got a 1UZ VVT with a W58 transmission stick. Yeah, so the cross member was kind of in there. So I had, I mated the motor up to the cross member. He didn't want to cut the firewall. Originally I wanted to push the motor back. He didn't want to do it. That's why it's kind of tight in the front. But we made it work. We had to eliminate the booster and run just a straight master with all new lines, clutch line, fuel lines. The radiator was already, I think it was plumb for an S2000. I could be wrong. But it came with the car. And it's mounted. I got the top piece somewhere. Yep, so I had to cap this off, move it to the bottom, move that one around, blah, 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 got it all straight. Yeah, this car is a big job. I mean, I spent probably about 8 months on this car, on and off in my garage. But we're gonna go over, here I am rambling again. Anyway, it's got the T3 big brakes, all T3 stuff, converted to rack. I'm waiting for the little castle nut to put a cotter pin through there. I ordered that, should be here in the next couple days. But it's got control arms, it's got caster rod, it's rack and pinion. It's got an 8-inch Toyota truck axle that's been shortened quite a bit, and it's got disc brake conversion. Weir Performance, Spencer Weir, he helped me spline the axles and set up the gears. And he also made sure the rear end was straight. And I'm pretty sure that it wasn't straight. So there's a lot of time there. I had to go through every nut and bolt, make sure it was all tight and straight. I'm pretty sure the rear is it's pretty close. I got to get it up on the alignment rack. Did all the exhausts, all 3-inch, all the way up. It's all 100% Amazon. It's got the little dolphin tip here. The owner, he's an old school guy. That's what he likes. It's got fat ass wheels. Big old fat drag slicks. I just finished up long studs. Somehow the rear ended up with stock length A86 stud. So now we're matching. Had to lift the tunnel. Got the let me see, I'll go to the other side. Had to mount and remake accelerator pedal. Yep, got all that done. Got the brake clutch working. I don't know if I mentioned, I may have said it twice. Lifted the floor. Okay, let me go back to the other side. It's been mini tubbed already. For what reason, I don't know. Bought it that way. Let me go to the bottom. Show the exhaust. There's the exhaust. Goes over the axle. 3-inch to 2 1/4. Splits off each side. There's the rack. It's pretty tight. Took me a long time to get all that packaged up in there. Yep, ran the fuel lines. What else is there? Made all the little brackets. The motor's pushed back as far as it can be pushed without monkeying with the firewall. Yeah, so it's there, it runs. Blumspec, he did the whole chassis harness. He did not do the engine harness. That was already pre-made. Somebody made that. But yeah, the owner of the car, he couldn't find anybody that wanted to wire it up. So I recommended Blumspec, and that dude knocked it out of the park. Put in the little... Let me get the light. Put in the board, the keyboard, switchboard. He mounted all the gauges, lights, the whole thing. Tucked it all away. The car is going to be pretty cool. The only weird thing is somehow the owner ended up with this big ass gas tank. I mean, I wanted to flush mount it with the top flush with the floor, but it's too big and he didn't want to spend any more money. I don't know how he ended up with such a big tank, but it's mounted and it works. So yeah, that's it for this car. So we're gonna move on to the Starlet here. Yeah, I think the last video, the firewall was 5% there. So in 3 months, I got the firewall done. Transmission tunnel done. Transmission mounted, floor modified. So I carried the, let me go to the other side. Got the tilt-in pedal assembly mounted onto the floor because there's no room for a master up there since the firewall's so far back. Got the steering all, it's kind of loose right here. That goes in there like that. That's all done. Firewall is completely welded in all the way. Engine's in, all the cool stuff, excessive, alternator mount, JSP motor mounts, JSP water neck, got the upper neck, just got this, upper neck goes there. You might have seen all this the last time, got all that stuff done, blah blah blah. Got the harness, the panic harness, loosely in there, kind of routed. Got a grommet here. So it comes through here, makes a U-turn, or a 90-degree turn. Comes in there. Here's the link ECU. That goes there. This side's all primed up. Got the JSP shifter. All done. This is done. Carried the floor all the way to the back. Not done here yet. We are running or he's gonna run a GTS axle with the disc brakes. I'm pretty sure that that's gonna hit the floor, the pumpkin. So that's next. Gonna finish this, make a little bump in the back for the pumpkin. And that's it, getting pretty close. Probably like in the next 2 months. We're gonna send this baby off to the body shop. Get it painted. Oh, I got the radiator here. That's the radiator. It's universal. Gonna have to make it work. I already got these little brackets that I made. Go here. Boom, boom. And then that bracket's gonna go up here, something like so. Mount up in there. Yeah, so once the radiator's done, we're gonna send it off to the paint shop and get the engine compartment painted, so I can put the engine back in and final assembly the whole front end. Get the brake lines ran. One other thing I'm thinking about doing is on the A86 they have a little reinforcement here for 8.6s. I'm thinking about doing that on this car, since it's pretty, these cars are pretty soft. Something here, something there. Yeah, so once it's painted, it's gonna look good because it's all the brackets and holes all welded up. It's gonna be badass. Oh, got the steering done. Had to work the hell out of the steering to get it to clear the exhaust. Man, it was a lot of work. Yep, but it's worth it. This car is gonna be pretty nice. I think it'll be one of a kind here in Northern California, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So hopefully I can keep track of these videos and keep it going. But anyway, thank you.